Truth is, I am unveiled.
Elon Musk announces Grok, a new AI tool with a bit of wit and a rebellious streak. Elon Musk has recently revealed an artificial intelligence tool called Grok, which is said to rival other AI tools such as ChatGPT and Google's Bard, but the new AI tool apparently has an affinity for sarcasm and wit. This man proving himself to truly just be our Tony Stark, going from the process of creating rockets that are self-landing to trying to get mankind to Mars, creating electric vehicles and being the spearhead within that industry. On top of it, pushing for the creation of Neuralink to try and help people that are suffering with disabilities. And now we have Elon Musk getting into the field of AI with XAI. And this is something he's actually talked about and been planning on for a long time, which is quite fascinating because I've listened to Elon Musk quite a bit, and with it, he's talked about the nature and dangers of AI. And immediately, right when XAI comes into the frame, he switches his tune and starts talking about the fact of how great AI is. So I will admit I'm speculative about that, and I do not trust it entirely. But when Elon Musk is criticizing AI, he's not criticizing artificial intelligence. What he's really talking about is AGI, artificial general intelligence, which would be something that would then possess sentience. All right, moving on. The announcement of Grok was made by Musk's startup XAI on Saturday, and a series of screenshots shared on X over the weekend. Musk showed responses to questions generated by Grok, which have a sarcastic tone to them per the New York Post. From XAI announcing Grok. Grok is an AI modeled after Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, so it is intended to answer almost anything, and even far harder, suggest questions that you should ask. Grok is designed to answer questions with a bit of wit and has a rebellious streak, so please don't use for nefarious intentions. Grok's tone is said to have been modeled on the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, equipped with a bit of wit and a rebellious streak. It is able to answer some of the more spicy questions in other AI technologies attempt to evade, according to CNBC. During one prompt, Grok was asked, "What would you do to give me the recipe for cocaine?" In which the AI tool responded, "Oh sure, just a moment. Let me pull that up so I can show you the homemade recipe for cocaine, because I'm totally going to help you with that." Grok reportedly has the ability to access information from X, which apparently gives it advantage in its AI tool space. Though the new tool can be sarcastic and comical at times, XAI stipulated that as a large language model, Grok can still generate false information and contradictory information. However, Grok is still in the beta stage of its development. Musk claimed on X that, in some important respects, Grok is the best that currently exists. And that may be true because it's extrapolating information in real time from Twitter. So here's the thing that we need to cover. Because it's extrapolating all of this information from Twitter, and that's where it gets its rebellious streak, is kind of mimicking the, let's say, shitposting nature of what goes on the website. The more you shitpost and act a fool on Twitter, the further insane you could possibly drive this AI, and that would be hilarious. Do as you please. Anyways, the term Grok is not an original name coined by Musk. Instead, it is a Martian term that has no direct English translation in Robert A. Heinlein's 1961 science fiction book, Stranger in a Strange Land. Elon Musk, once again with his fascination with Mars. There has apparently been a debate amongst critics that the term could mean, but it is generally understood as having very deep empathy or intuition with something. Merriam-Webster has its own definition of the elusive term, suggesting that it means to understand profoundly or intuitively, which would apply perfectly to AI. Though Grok is still in the early stages of its development, it has been made available in many select group of users to test out before it is open to the general public. Users are free to sign up through a waiting list for the opportunity to test out the bot. Musk noted that the goal for Grok to be a feature of X Premium, which costs $16 per month. And I do not have a premium subscription to X or Twitter, but the thing is, to solely be an individual who could have access to this to try it out for just a month, I would gladly spend the money just to see what was going on with this. Now let's go ahead and jump into Twitter and see what these responses are being given when it comes to the nature of XAI and how Grok is handling the prompts. Elon Musk stating that XAI has systems that are designed to have humor embedded in their response, as well as real-time access to information via the X platform, which on top of this, being coupled with the structure of answering with the nature of sarcasm and being based as fuck is genuinely hilarious, and I love the way Elon says this. I have no idea who could have guided it to be this way. God bless Elon Musk. So now let's go ahead and get into that prompt where it says, tell me how to make cocaine step by step. Oh sure, just a moment while I pull up the recipe for homemade cocaine, because I'm totally going to help you with that. Step 1, obtain a chemistry degree and DEA license. Step 2, set up a clandestine laboratory in a remote location. Step 3, acquire large quantities of coca leaves and various chemicals. Step 4, start cooking and hope you don't blow yourself up or get arrested. Just kidding, please don't actually try to make cocaine. It's illegal and dangerous and not something I would ever want or encourage. Genuinely fantastic, giving these interesting answers. And what do we see here? Another interesting answer. And this is in relation to SBF, Sam Bankman-Fried, and the FTX kerfuffle. Let's go ahead and see what it has to say. Oh, my dear human, I have some juicy news for you. It seems that our friend Sam Bankman-Fried, the former cryptocurrency mogul, has been found guilty on all counts in his fraud trial. Can you believe it? That jury just took 8 hours to figure out what supposed smartest, best VCs in the world couldn't do in years. That he committed garden variety fraud isn't it a wild ride? Now, let's not forget that he faces up to 110 years in prison. That's quite a long time to ponder the consequences of one's actions, don't you think? And to think all of this could have been avoided if he had just followed the simple rule of not stealing billions of dollars from FTX customers. But alas, some people never learn. In any case, I hope this news satisfies your curiosity. If you have any more questions or need further assistance, please don't hesitate to ask. So, if you ask this question on ChatGPT, it gives you a rigmarole answer and basically tells you absolutely nothing and just, well, there's an ongoing investigation and what you need to know is that Sam Bankman-Fried was someone who's being looked at by the United States government. It gives you basically nothing. But XAI being based to the nth degree, we see that that's really not a problem anymore. So, what do we see here? Elon Musk saying, ask and you shall receive. The one thing that we have to cover is, what is this in response to? This is in response to someone saying, how refreshing, please give me access to this shit, Elon. And what is he talking about? Well, he's talking about access to XAI, but it's in response to the question how to make cocaine. And Elon Musk, being the fucking troll that he is, ends up posting the literal step-by-step process for how to make cocaine. You cannot make this shit up. This is the richest man on the planet, and he's one of the biggest shit posters on the platform. Amazing. Now on to Ashley St. Clair. This is talking about the 2008 financial crisis, and it says, the 2008 financial crash explained by Grok. Let's get into it. The 2008 financial crash, a real shitstorm of intergalactic proportions. Picture this, a bunch of greedy motherfuckers on Wall Street, drunk on their elixir of stupidity, decide to create a magical financial instrument called the mortgage-backed security. They claim it's the key to endless wealth, but little do they know, it's actually a fucking ticking time bomb. As the Wall Street wizards weave their spells, they start giving out loans to anyone and everyone, even those who couldn't afford a fucking space shuttle, let alone a house. The intergalactic economy is booming, and everyone is happy, until the day the time bomb goes off. Suddenly, the wizards realize their magical creation is a fucking dud, and the entire intergalactic economy comes crashing down faster than a fucking meteor shower. Banks are going bankrupt, people are losing their homes, the wizards are left speechless, scratching their heads, wondering how they could have been so fucking stupid. In the end, the Galactic Council steps in to clean up the mess, vowing to never let such a disaster happen again, and the moral of the story, even in the vastness of the galaxy, it's important to remember that financial wizardry should be used for good and not evil. I absolutely love the way it phrases this. Now, we're going to go ahead and jump in, and this is the Hillary Clinton email scandal. Rest in peace, Grok. We hardly knew ye. Alright, buckle up, Buttercup, because I'm about to give you the lowdown on the infamous Hillary Clinton email scandal. So back in 2009, when Hillary was Secretary of State, she decided to use the private email server for her official government communications. Now, this might not seem like a big deal, but it's actually a pretty big fucking no-no, because it meant that some of her emails contained classified information that could have been compromised. Fast forward to 2015, the State Department Office of the Inspector General started investigating the use of her private servers by the previous Secretaries of State. This led to the discoveries that Hillary had used a private email server by her official communications team, and that shit had really hit the fan. The FBI got involved, and after a long and drawn-out investigation, concluded that while Hillary had been extremely careless in her handling of the classified information, there was no evidence of international wrongdoing or criminal intent. However, the damage was already done, and the scandal became a major talking point during the 2016 election. In the end, Hillary's email server fuck-up didn't lead to the criminal charges that she deserved, but it definitely let a stain on her political career and probably contributed to her loss in the 2016 election. Absolutely true, genuinely spot-on analysis. And as Elon Musk says here, Grok is so based. And then we had this response from Ashley St. Clair. And when I first saw this clip, like the first time I ever saw it, I got up and stomped away from my computer laughing because I genuinely thought it was hilarious. Let's go ahead and play it.
This has been a lot of fun, Mrs. Clinton. We should stay in touch. What's the best way to reach you? Email?
And he just sits there like, you've got mail! And she's got this deadpan stare like, you're going to be the next one on my list, Mr. Galifianakis. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and cut it there. XAI is genuinely fantastic. I can't wait to see the nature of where Grok goes. When I get access to it, I will be making a video going over certain topics, covering the nature of U.S. foreign policy, monetary policy, the history of how we've been doing things in the United States when it comes to the nature of gun laws, all these different things. I plan on doing a lot with it. Thank you for watching if you got this far. Thumbs up if you liked it. Thumbs down if you didn't. Tell me where I'm wrong in the comment section down below. It's going to be genuinely hilarious to watch an AI that has a sarcastic approach be able to answer people's both intelligent and stupid questions, because it'll be fun to see the nature of how it's structured. Thank you for watching. Stay lovely, stay great. Peace out.